What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to yet another BeatBuffs tutorial. Today I'm going to be going over the highly anticipated Roy Wood's Waking at Dawn album. It dropped last week and I gotta say it's the best album I have bought in a very long time. I think the only album that is better than this at this point to me would be Drake's Take Care album, and that's Take Care, right? It's untouchable. But anyways, guys, I think if you guys haven't checked him out, definitely do that. He's signed to OVO, or at least he was at some point. Don't know if he still is. But great production value, great lyrics. He kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson in a way. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. And he's a great artist. So I'm going to get into it. The song I'm going to be covering is Sonic Boom, the first song on the album. I'd play it for you guys right now, but I can't. I might get copyrighted or some nonsense. So I'm just going to play it. You guys can check out the songs afterwards. If you haven't checked him out before, definitely do so. He's a great artist. You won't be let down. So in the song Sonic Boom, he uses, that very popular Toronto bass kind of sound. So I'm going to go to my Silent One bank and I'm going to load up my custom bass for that. And I'm going to turn the slide on. So this is how you turn the slide on and then pull it past here and it'll slide. Just got to be careful because you bring it all the way down here, it'll slide way too long. So that's that, right? Now I'm going to copy the bass that they had for it, and then everything else is going to obviously be itself. But this is to give you guys, an example of what they did. Oh, and also the tempo is set at 71, which I guess you could technically do 142 and you could just extend the notes, right? But if you want to be not confused, just do 71. It's a lot easier that way. So that was the bass line they had used, and pretty much a very similar sound like to the one they actually had used. I don't know if they necessarily used Silent One for it, but it's very closely replicated. So I'm going to take a little bit of the highs out because I feel like in the song it wasn't poking out too much. Alright, that should work. And then for the pad, I'm going to go to Electra X because I love Electra X. And I'm going to use my newest sound bank because it's great. I love it. And I'm going to use the pad. Actually, is this? I'm looking for. Okay, yeah. I'm looking for a softer kind of pad. I just remembered the Glue Up one was pretty soft. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the best choice. And I'm going to lay some notes slightly similar to the ones in this song. Let's see. Might be too high. Yeah. And I'm just copying, or I'm basically like implementing the sounds I just used, right? I'm just building off those for this. But I do remember also that the sounds were about the same. Let's see. And I'm going to take, of course, a parametric EQ2. And take some more low out of that, or high. And I think if I add a reverb, it'll give it a really nice farish kind of tone. Alright, and now we're gonna go for, if you listen to the track, they have some very interesting drums, I guess you could say. I don't know if I necessarily have those, but we could still give it a try, right? And of course we can always use different drums, it doesn't really matter, but I'm trying to get a very close idea to it so you guys can see kind of the process behind it, and you can use that and you can make your own beats like that afterwards. Let's try that maybe. I gotta be honest, I don't quite remember the drums too well, and unfortunately I can't play it back because I'll get a stupid what do you call it, copyright or whatever. So we'll just do our own, right? And I want it to be very soft, so that's what I'm trying to do right now, if you're wondering what the heck it is that I'm doing. Alright, so I forgot I could actually pause the video, so I paused it real quick. I listened to the track, and I'm going to change the drums a little bit again, just because I was not very happy with what I was doing. So I apologize if you were watching and you're like, what the heck just happened? So what I did is I went and got this reverby kind of clappish thing, right? And I got this bongo-ish kind of sound. And I'm also going to get a third sound, because there is a pluck-like sound in there. I'm going to be using my third Electro X bank, you know, nothing really surprising about that. Maybe not this one. Let's try. Oh yeah, also if I haven't mentioned already, I still have a sale on all my Electro X expansions. All of my stuff right now is on sale except for my newest Electro X one. Everything is $15, so if you haven't checked that out and you're interested, go ahead and check that out at TheBeatBuffs.com. There will be a link for it in the description below. Anyways, enough advertising. I'm gonna keep that pretty simple, mostly because I cannot remember the complex pluck that it had. If you really want to copy that, you could just listen to the song and try and replicate that. I'm not about copying, I'm about showing the processes of doing things so you guys can apply them to your own original ideas. But you guys know that by now. I'm going to change the velocity on this, right? So it's coming out pretty nice. I like where it's going. I think we could add, there is an 808 in there. I can add that, I suppose. Try and give that a go. Very ugly. Okay, hold on. And that about does that. You know, like I say in pretty much every video now, because I want you guys to understand it early on, or just understand it in general, because it took me a long time to realize that you don't need a whole bunch going on in the beat. It's, you know, the artist, that's the artist's job, right? They're going to take it and make something great with it. And you know, for a good example, Drake's producers, was it 40? 40's the one who said, that Drake and them will go into a room with other people or something like that, and they'll do something, just a couple things, and Ford will say that's it, and the producers are always like, what do you mean that's it? And he's like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make something great with it, right? So it's very important to understand that you don't need all that extra stuff going on a beat. It's just not necessary. It's and a lot, it's overkill, because it's not going to be appreciated. So just remember that, and hopefully take this and start to understand that a little bit better if you didn't already, because it took me quite some time to understand that less is more. Alright, so we're going to take this, we're going to split the tracks, right? Split by channel, break them into each track, and I'm going to start this out kind of similar to how they had it in the actual Sonic Boom song. Once again, I recommend, if you haven't heard his album, definitely go do that. I would be very, very surprised if you were not in love with the album. I think it's amazing. It's the best $8 I've spent in a little while, other than food. Food is always amazing. Alright, so we're gonna have this run for a little bit, and then let's see. You could probably just thinking of like how he had it going. So right here he started like doing his little singing stuff. And then right, and then of course I'm just gonna copy and paste it up. Oh, what just happened? What the heck did I just do? Did I just merge them? I don't know how I just did that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. No idea how I just did that. I'm sure somebody's gonna tell me in the comments below. But anyways, guys, that is how I would go about, making a track like that. And of course, like I said, I used it as a reference, and it has very close similarities to it, as that's the point. But hopefully you guys can take this, make something brand new, original with it, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'm running out of things to say, so now I'm looking at my screen wondering what else to talk about. I think that's pretty much it. You guys will catch on to this. Anyways, like I'd said, if you missed it, there's a $15 XP sale on all my XPs right now. You just go to TheBeatBuffs.com. Here, I'll even show you this beautiful little image right here. TheBeatBuffs.com. There will be a link for it in the description below. Go check them out. I'm not sure how much longer I'll do the sale for, but I've been so grateful to everybody buying stuff, so I figured why not continue doing that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how you like this. Check out the album. Let me know how you feel about that. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. It really is appreciated. Anyways, guys, God bless.